Hi everybody, my name is Tsivia. I'm from Mexico. So yeah, I heard about SROM like 8 years ago, thanks to Mary Arnold. She lived in the same city that I lived in Mexico, and that's how I got connected with SROM. And I had the opportunity to do the 20-day course 5 years ago, 2017. And ever since I did it, I was like, I'm gonna come back and do the 40. So being here today after doing it is just a blessing to my soul. It was just, yeah, I prayed so much about it, and I really looked forward to it, and it happened. So it's just a blessing. And I just want to say to everybody that supported me and encouraged me to do it, thank you so much. It was really a life-changing experience for sure. And yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna start by sharing some highlights about the 40. For me, a big highlight was the community. Ever since day one, we all just connected really well. It was a really solid, beautiful group. My first cook group, the OGCG. The original green cook group was amazing. Yeah, every time we just had a blast, singing, just making silly jokes. It was so fun. We never got back together, but it was fun. Yeah, but we shared so many cool moments together. Worshiping was like a thing that we did every time that we could. We would just like stop and like worship the Lord, and it was so beautiful because like we all love Jesus so much. So it was just like so much emotion and passion whenever we would do it. So yeah, worshiping was like definitely a big thing of us, and it was so cool to see like other people love Jesus as much as I do. Joel shared my highlight. But yeah, definitely that day that we went, it was a rest day. We went down the lake and we covered ourselves in clay, and then we went under a waterfall, and then we laid on the rocks for like 2 hours. And then we were like skipping stones, and it was so fun. It felt like a family, like just brothers and sisters having fun. And that was pretty much the whole trip. Just like being comfortable with one another and just having like a really good and solid community. I also want to share, on this trip I had the chance to summit 5 peaks, 5 mountains. Yeah, each one of them was so special to me. And in SROM we do the peak dedication. Is basically dedicating the peak to someone important in your life, someone that you look up to, or whoever you want to dedicate it to. And the first 2 I dedicated to my parents. They've been like a huge support to me, and over the last couple of years, my siblings have left home, and it's been just pretty much my parents and I. So we have really connected and like grown closer to each other. So yeah, they encouraged me so much to come here today, and I know that they're probably watching this, and yeah, I'm just so grateful and thankful, and I really, really appreciate all your love and support. The other one I dedicated to Miss Mary Arnold. She's an amazing role model in my life. If it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here. She has been a huge supporter and cheerleader in my life since I was 14. She would come to my parents' school and just give us talk. Like, she would just talk to me and like check on me, and like even when she left San Miguel, she would still check on me and like always make sure that I was like walking with the Lord. And yeah, that's Mary. Yeah, but yeah, Mary, I love you so much, and that peak was for you. All the other. Oh, we got to summit Whitecap, and that was pretty fun. That was like the highest like mountaineering experience that we had, because like we woke up super early in the morning, like 2 a.m. in the morning, and we like climbed the mountain like just by using like the moonlight, and we were like roped together using our ice axes to climb it up, and it was really fun. It was so cool summiting, and yeah, definitely that was a huge highlight for me. Yeah. Funny story. So okay, there was this one night. We were in Mammoth Glacier, and we were also tired. Like pretty much the rest of the group already left because they were just exhausted. It was our peak day, so they were all exhausted. But Nathan, Emily, Luke, and I, and Eli, we just stayed under the tarp. And we were just like randomly like playing songs and just like making up songs, coming up with words. And I don't know why, but like we just started singing about like poop. And it was like 20 minutes of just like coming up with like random stuff about poop. And just like really feeling it. It was so fun. Yeah, I don't know if we should sing it. They wanted to sing it for you all, but I don't know. Do it. You gotta come up. Emily.
Ooh, you got the clinch walk going on. You got the what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You're gonna dig your hole with the Stanley the Manly. Fickle matter. How far is deep? Oh, you got fickle matter. Fickle matter. I did my squat. I got my buddy. 1, 2, go, slide, and.
Yeah, sorry about that, but it was just so fun. At that point, we were just like so comfortable with each other. So yeah. Another funny story. So our solo days. So I was so looking forward to the solo days because like I'm an introvert. So I love, like taking my time away and just like processing things and talk to the Lord and all of that. So our solos were 2 days of just like spending it by ourselves in the middle of the mountains. And I was really looking forward to it. But the thing is that we are a large group, right? So the instructors couldn't find they found like spots for each one of us. But there were so many of us, so like some of our spots were close to each other. So basically, they put me in this spot, like it was like up in the mountains in front of a lake. It was such a beautiful spot, and I was like right by the side of the lake. And Nathan was like in the tip of that lake, and like he was pretty far away. So I was like, okay, yeah. Doesn't really matter because like he's far away, whatever, but I could still see him, so it's kind of weird. But anyways, I was like, finally some time by myself. Yeah, great. So the next morning I woke up and I was just like so ready to like have my quiet time. So I grabbed my Crazy Creek and I was just like, I sat down in this beautiful like wildflower field. And it was just so beautiful. I pulled my journal out, my Bible. I was just so ready to have like my quiet time with the Lord. Like out of nowhere, I just hear this like 10,000 Reasons playing in the back, really loud. And I was like, whoa, what's that? And I looked over, it was Nathan singing at the top of his lungs. 10,000 Reasons. And I was like, oh, I guess it's worship time. So yeah, I just started to sing along with him. And it was such a cool moment. Like I really, really loved it. I wasn't annoyed by it, but it was really cool. Yeah, if you know Nathan, you know that he loves singing and just he's loud. But yeah, transitioning to what God did in the 40 for me. A big one was leading. So this was kind of hard for me because I'm the youngest of 6 children, and I've always been like the follower, you know, like following my siblings, following other people, and I've never been a leader, and I never considered myself that. But on this trip, I had like several chances to lead, and I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much, and by hearing some of the feedback that the group gave me, like I became more assertive and more like less afraid of using my voice, and like just so that was a huge win for me, and I think it's something that the Lord did for me, because otherwise I would always like avoid like situations where I would have to lead. But it was so cool to see God opening these doors for me to just go out and step out of my comfort zone and do all these things that are scary. And I really, really liked it. And one of my goals in life, one of my dreams, is to be able to instruct in SROM someday. So this was a great opportunity for me to go for it, and I think I did good. But it also made me realize my need for community. As I shared before, the group was amazing. The community that we had, we were just so intentional about it. And over the last few years, ever since COVID started, I sort of like lost my community back at home, and I just became really lonely, and I just got used to it, and I was like, this is fine. But coming out here and spending time with the group, I just realized like how much I loved it, how much I needed, and how important it was for like my mental health and my spiritual growth. I was so grateful to realize that, and now that I'm back, I'm gonna try to be as intentional as I can, take more initiative on it, and keep building my community. It also gave me a deep appreciation for nature. As Emily shared, I had this flower book. So we would always just stop and like look at the flowers and learn the names and the descriptions, and it was so beautiful to just stop and appreciate nature. And just as Emily shared, just like appreciate the glory of God just shown in creation like that. It was beautiful. I think those are one of the things that God did for me. I also wanted to share my I am statements. So for me, as I shared, it was a blessing to be here, for sure. And one, like, I cannot think of a specific moment when like something supernatural happened to me, or like something that was like, oh, this marked authority for me. It wasn't like that, but I constantly felt God's presence with me all the time. Like all the time I felt his presence with me, just guiding me through and being with me when I was discouraged or was sad or was whatever. I always felt his presence with me, so it was beautiful to experience that. And so my I am statement is, I was like a leaf blowing in the wind with no direction, but now I am a tree planted by streams of living water. Pretty much all of my life I have struggled with my identity of like not knowing exactly who am I, why I was created for, not knowing my purpose in life. But the last couple of years, the Lord has been fighting for me, has been pursuing me in such a beautiful way. And he has won my heart. And now I know who I am. And I could experience that. I experienced that a lot in the 40, just like, I don't know, feeling like I'm rooted in his love, in his presence. And like, I don't know, there were so many moments that were really hard, that I struggled a lot, but I felt that I was well planted, well rooted, and not even those hard moments would make me doubt of his love, of my faith in him. So yeah, that's pretty much what the 40 was for me.